In my audio course, I talked about how excessive emotions, whether positive or negative, can deplete our jing, deplete our energy, and shorten our life and undermine our health. And I said that excessive joy can, do this as well. And this was a bit of a shock to some people. I've been getting a lot of questions about this. So in this video, I kind of want to get into this concept a little more and explain the how and why of how excessive emotions, whether positive or negative, can deplete our energy. So basically, emotion means energy in motion. And the more our energy is fluctuating and moving around and constantly just all over the place, the less stillness, the less calm and peace that we're going to have. And the stillness, the calm, and the peace is really the goal. It's really the virtues, and it's really what can promote, maintain, and lengthen our life, because something that's calm and relaxed is going to operate much more function much more optimally and operate much more efficiently. So if our nervous system is calm and relaxed, our stress hormones are going to be down, our heart rate's going to be balanced, our digestion is going to be functioning optimally, our muscles are going to be relaxed. But if we're constantly on this emotional roller coaster, our hormones are going to be all over the place. There's going to be no homeostasis, there's going to be no balance. And whether this is, happiness or sadness, both ultimately lead to the same thing, which is depletion of energy, because, energy in motion, the more something is used and moved around, the more it's going to be depleted, and the more it's going to burn energy. So the goal isn't to be super high and blissed out in the best day ever all the time. And the goal isn't to be obviously depressed and sad all the time. The goal is just to be comfortable in the middle and be calm and peaceful and content and relaxed. And I know, this goes in kind of countering a lot of what people are putting out there as far as, we're supposed to be blissed out and just high as a kite and having the best day ever all the time. And, basically what this does is, it creates kind of discord and contention in people, because as soon as you establish this as a goal or how it should be, whenever it's not that way, you feel like something's wrong, you're doing something wrong, you're bad, and life isn't right. And ultimately that just creates more discord, more stress, more tension, and burns more energy. But ultimately anything taken to excess will just flip back around on itself. And if you look at it like this, if you're just laying around all day and not doing anything, what ultimately happens? You get really frustrated, you get angry, and you just got to get up off the couch and you got to go do something. So that's one opposite. The other opposite is, if you go work out, if you go run 20 miles and just push yourself to the limit, what do? You just want to go home and fall down and collapse and rest. So anything that you push to one extreme will ultimately just collapse right back on the other. So if you're trying to be high as a kite and blissed out and the best day ever all day, every single second, ultimately that's just going to collapse and the bottom's going to fall out. So the ultimate goal is to not be high or low, but to just find that middle point and to stay as centered and as balanced and as calm and as peaceful as you can, because really that's what cultivates true longevity, true virtue, and true health and energy and vitality. Because the yin comes from the yang, so if you're always yang and really high, then ultimately you're going to deplete the yin and it's just going to burn out. Likewise, if you're all too yin all the time, it's just going to burn out your yang, because you're going to need that counterbalance to balance it and maintain homeostasis. If you can stay centered, stay balanced, both opposites will kind of calm down and everything will maintain a balance in and of itself, will be calmer, and energy will not be depleted. So that's just kind of how excessive emotions, whether positive or negative, can and do deplete our energy. And I know this kind of goes countering a lot of philosophy that's out there saying that, you have to be high as a kite and blissed out all the time, which, that's not how life really works. It's not very true. If you look around, you go out in nature, most of the time it's calm and it's peaceful and it's relaxed and it's just flowing and following a natural rhythm. And occasionally there'll be a massive disturbance or a huge uproar or something. But that's not all the time. Tremendous downpours and thunderstorms and tornadoes don't last forever. They're usually very short-lived and very kind of a short-term flash in the pan kind of a thing. They're not lasting for long periods of time. So we can take that and extrapolate that insight, extrapolate that information, and apply it to our lives, apply it to ourselves, apply it to our emotional balance, our mental balance, and just the way we live our lives. So that's how excessive emotions, whether positive or negative, can and do deplete our jing, deplete our energy, and undermine our health. So if you have any questions or comments, post them below. And on the course that I'm talking about, you'll be able to find a link somewhere around here. And I look forward to talking to you soon.